Welcome back to the Unapologetically Accurate podcast. I'm your host, Jerry Lee.
Co-host, I am Luke.
And on today's episode,
This is a smorgasbord of an episode, I'm going to tell you right now.
this is like a news episode.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we have a lot of little different things to talk about, but we should have your attention hopefully the whole way. And there might be teasers of future things to come, so stay tuned. Quick shout out to our sponsor, W Energy. They sponsored us. First episode we dropped was the same day they reached out. Well, we reached out to them and then they got back to us. And yes, they are sponsored. Coupon code at checkout is UAPC. Again, for 10% discount from Unapologetically Accurate is UAPC, coupon code at checkout, 10% discount. Great products there at W. And we are very glad to have them as a sponsor that, hey, that made us feel real good, you know? So thank you, W, for letting us have this opportunity. But yep, Jerry Lee, where you want to start? Good man.
Okay, so I'm going to start with what's been eating at me since our very first episode. PlayStation's not backing down on this whole no more physical thing. We're going all digital and we're going all sucky. Because this is just making me more and more mad as each passing day goes by. Because it's just, they are not ready. Even if the people buying their games were accepting of it, which they're not ready. Their servers have gone down. Xbox's servers are gone down. Like they're getting hacked left and right. They're not ready. Why are they pushing this? I don't get it.
So sudden too before the PlayStation 6 is even announced. You know what I'm saying? If the PlayStation 6 was announced and that was the breaking news, I could understand that, even though it's still rotten. But again, this is still with the PS5 in full swing and nothing new has really been announced. Yes, you could talk about, well, it's coming, but everything's coming really at this rate. You know what I'm saying? The new Xbox, all that. And with that, what's even worse was, so there's a game called Aliens Fireteam Elite. It's like a chocolate Easter bunny. It's might taste good, but it's hollow. There's not much to it. They got a sequel coming out later this month. Me and Jerry, we love the Alien franchise. He's not going to touch this with a 20-foot pole.
Nope.
But I was looking forward to this. I have a couple buddies I was also talking about this, and they seemed like, you know, they were on board, you know. And I go ahead and I go on Amazon. And nice little slap to the face. I don't see nothing because also very recently, I think it was an article from a public source, I'm not going to say out loud, that Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 will be digital only and there's no announcement on a physical release. And that pissed me off because it's like, is this going to start happening sooner? Are they just going to, or publishers just going to give up, just say, we're good. We're just going to release a digital. We're not even going to waste our time. And that's the vibe I'm getting from with this. It's like, wow.
It actually gets worse than that because this new game, the second game, the sequel, is going to be digital only. You know what just happened with the Switch version of the first game?
I did hear about this, but I'll let you go ahead and bring it out to the audience.
So the digital only Switch 2 version, which is actually cloud only, was shut down. No refunds offered. You paid, I think it was $30 for the normal and $60 for the special edition. No refunds. The game came out on Switch less than 3 years ago. Already gone. And that, going back to PlayStation real quick, that is what I'm worried about. Once physical is out of the way and it's all digital, the next step is them taking away the digital buying. It's going to go all streaming. You will literally have nothing on the console. And people defending going all digital, like, oh, it's the future. It's the future. Get out of the past. Physical is the only thing keeping your games in a library at all. Because they are going towards streaming only. Mark my words. I think by the end of the PlayStation 6 generation, that's where it's going to be.
We're trying to say here, people, buy your games physically.
While you can.
Yeah, when you can, lock down that collection. If there's a game that you love and you own it digital and it is out on physical, get your hands on it. In the good words of Bill Paxton and Weird Science, ASAFP, read between the lines, because this is not good. This is really not good. This is a game I was looking forward to. You know, he brushed it off because it's kind of, again, leaning on a multiplayer side to some degree, because it's really a co-op horde shooter for the most part.
There was a single player component, and that's also no longer playable. They are removing the entire game single player too.
That is bad right there. Yeah. Well, yeah, get your hands on anything and everything that's gaming wise physical. We're trying to hope and be optimistic this does not happen to our films, because that's gonna blow. That's gonna be a fatal blow right there.
This whole AI thing, man. Are they gonna get to the point where, oh yeah, we're not gonna just sell you a PC anymore? Everything. We're not gonna sell you hardware at all. It's just gonna be the screen. You're gonna connect it to the internet. I'm out at that. I'm out of everything at that point. I'm not streaming. I will go out and work in the yard before I do that shit. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not paying a subscription for everything. And that's what they want. They want reoccurring revenue every month. Or if they even keep it monthly.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah. And also the prices are skyrocketing too. So even then, you got to anticipate that. And that's going on right now.
Your ad-free Netflix, $24.
Yes, sir.
Or that's for 4K, but only 4K on some screens, not every screen.
So again, get your hands on your physical media. If you enjoy it, you love it. And let's hope that Microsoft and Nintendo, because Nintendo, we already know they're a bunch of greedy bastards and they think we're all idiots. Again, kids love Nintendo. Parents are going to fork out the dollars. But let's hope that they go against what PlayStation is doing. And it's unfortunate that could probably lead to Sony pulling the plug if they can't get their sales right, man. I'm just saying, because, oh, man.
What I'm worried about is Sony is eliminating their discs. They're the ones in charge. Well, not in charge. They're part owner of Blu-ray. So, like, they get licensing fees from everyone making their games. They get a licensing fee for it being on PlayStation. You know, Nintendo doesn't make their hardware. NVIDIA does. Who's to say that NVIDIA is going to keep offering Nintendo hardware? Once they go streaming only, what incentive does NVIDIA have? They could just be like, oh, yeah, Nintendo, you can have some of our servers, but we're not going to sell you hardware to sell to customers. That's a possibility. And Nintendo doesn't make anything. They make it, they make games. They don't make the hardware. This whole thing is moving at such an accelerated pace because of the AI bubble that if it doesn't bust soon, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Essentially, he's kind of saying like someone needs to be a Sarah Connor to some degree, and you know,
we have to get to Cyberdyne and take care of this problem.
Yeah. You know, don't shoot, but someone's got to step up to the plate now. I'm just saying, because the data centers they keep stacking up. So, and there's gonna be a bit more on this AI topic. Just saying.
I'm sure week to week.
Yeah. All right, man. And apparently something crazy is going on at Castle Grayskull, man.
Yeah, man. Okay. So tell me about this whole Jared Leto allegation situation. I don't know anything other than there are allegations.
There is 4 women that this was coming from a BBC documentary. Now, mind you, I didn't even run into this documentary. Remember like the Chevy Chase documentary that came out? I saw ads everywhere about that. It was almost like this was a controversial documentary. I didn't even know that this was even coming out. All of a sudden, there was this BBC documentary about, I don't know if it's other people with allegations, but Jared Leto's name was mentioned, plastered all over social media. And 4 women spoke up. I believe they were around the age of 17. And
17 now or 17 then?
17 then.
Okay.
17 then.
Okay, because that would be substantially worse if it was then.
Yeah. So, and this was, I want to say, give or take around the 2010s when this happened. So now they're, of course, legal. But yeah.
Sorry, I meant 17. 17 now would have been substantially worse because this happened years ago.
Yeah.
So they would have been like even younger.
But yeah, yeah, he is, I don't know, he's being called out as a predator, and I guess there was some type of sleepover with one of the said girls, and I guess Jared Leto said something along the lines of, this might be censored, we don't know, but something along the line.
He allegedly said.
Well, yeah, but he said, if you fall asleep here, you're going to probably wake up with a dick in your ass. That's what Jared Leto said. Like, what is going on at Castle Grayskull Skeletor? I mean...
So this man has been shit on from every single role, other than American Psycho, I would say. You know...
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. But, so, most of his roles, most of his acting roles, he has been shit on. And he finally, in my opinion, has the best performance of his entire career in Skeletor and Masters of the Universe, and then this drops. I'm just like,
and it's crazy because people legit hate this man in movies. His music, I think, is fantastic. 30 Seconds to Mars. But movie wise, I couldn't really care for him for a while. I did see Dallas Buyers Club. And I think that's what made me like, holy shit, he's actually a really good fucking actor.
I saw it like right after it came out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I've ever seen it. It was good.
Yeah, it was a good performance.
He was good in it. It was sad.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It's crazy because I was kind of like bitter about him winning the Oscar because Michael Fassbender, one of my favorite actors, he did 12 Years a Slave. And again, if someone you can despise or you can't stand in a role, they did their job to a T. Mm-hmm. And when he lost, I was like, I actually hate Michael Fassbender in this role because he's so fucking despicable. And I'm like, damn, Jared Leto won. I'm like, oh man. And then I saw movies like, okay, I get it now. And again, everybody wants to talk about Morbius. I know you enjoyed Morbius to some degree. I got to see it again. I fell asleep twice.
Okay. Morbius is a bad movie. Full stop. It is a bad movie. But compared to the slop, and I'm using that word, I hate that word because it's overused today. But compared to the slop that the MCU proper was putting out, Morbius not so bad.
And then
Matt Smith was good in it.
We have Tron Ares that, yeah,
bombed hard.
And it's crazy because it actually looked fun. It looked entertaining. You know, I listen. I
did it though.
Oh, I didn't see it yet. So
yeah. It looked so fun. You never wanted to watch it.
Well, I just, I don't know how I feel about spending $30 on something I'm not sure if I'm going to even enjoy, even though the trailer looked engaging. The NIN score, you can't go wrong with NIN doing your scores to a movie. But yeah, man, Jared Leto, like you said, he saw Masters of the Universe in theaters. And
Jared Leto was great in it. Great.
This man, he already has the 4K on pre-order.
Steelbook.
Yeah, and expect a review from this man. He's gonna
I'm gonna have an unboxing short at least.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely go all in on this. And it's sad because I haven't seen it yet. From what I heard, his voice in the trailer, fantastic. Mm-hmm. And the movie unfortunately flopped at the box office. And the crazy part is everyone I know that has seen it, and there's actually a few people at our job that said they saw it. Mm-hmm. They had a good time with it.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, is that it flopped and nothing but praise.
So the only complaints that I've heard about it is that they changed the prince's story. Mm-hmm. So like in the original cartoon, he never went to Earth until he was already a grown up. And in the movie, spoilers, I guess, it happens at the very beginning of the movie. He goes to Earth as a kid and is raised on Earth. So, like, his backstory's changed. The reason he's given the power of Grayskull is somewhat changed. Because in the cartoon, he was a good man who got the power and was still a good man. He wasn't corrupted by it. And in the movie, he was the weakling, so he knew the other side of of the coin, and he used the power for good. So like it changed the character. So I understand like some people have a problem with that, but I mean, it was still really good. Like if you don't like Masters of the Universe, which I don't really care for the original. I like the early 2000s. I think it was 2002 or 2004. I like that show way more than the original. And I think the movie has almost a blending of both. Now the Netflix one, that's
That's the one that Kevin Smith produced,
yeah,
right?
that's a mess.
I got to see that because apparently, not trying to go off topic here, that dismayed Kevin Smith from touching other IPs because he did the Supergirl thing, like the little DC Arrowverse dabble where he was directing, and people said like nothing bad from my understanding.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if he had a hand in writing, but that right there, after the backlash he got for that, he said, "I'm not touching anything like Marvel, Star Wars," and that's crazy because I haven't seen it yet. So maybe one day that'll be on my radar to watch. But yeah.
So I think Kevin Smith's problem was not necessarily his direction that he you know I don't think that he was bad at the job. I think he was forced to do things that he wouldn't have done by himself. Because I think Netflix was like, we need to woke this shit up some. I mean, like, if you watch that show compared to anything else, Masters of the Universe, it is a very stark difference.
A creator's worst nightmare is a producer, in my opinion, and especially an executive producer. These days, it's insane. I'm going to catch that one day. I got to. If I can get my hands on the early 2000 show you were talking about, I'll definitely make that top of the line.
It's coming to Blu-ray. First time off of DVD, so it's coming to Blu-ray. And I think it's like October. So it's like right around the time the live action movie's coming out.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Maybe November.
But yeah, so back to Jared Leto. Yeah, that's some shocking news right there. I know Jared Leto's got his own like island where I guess he meets up with people. Some people call it a cult. I don't know if any of those four ladies are associated with said.
Are we going to be reading about the Leto Island, like the Epstein? Whoa, the other island with all the other.
I just feel the Predator.
Celebrities.
The Predator, like,
yeah,
you know, yeah.
That's going to be edited out.
yeah. But and also that quote too. That quote, well, supposed quote might not have been word for word, but yeah, Jared Leto. Whoa, this might be the end of his movie career if this is legit and it goes into investigation.
There's substantiated allegations, yeah.
Well,
he's going to be Kevin Spacey.
People want him not being a leading man no more because his movies flopped. Well, someone must have made a wish because this might be the nail in the coffin for his movie career.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. But unfortunately, from one bomb, we got to talk about another bomb.
Who could have foreseen Supergirl bombing at the box office?
Supergirl is estimated to have lost about $200 million.
And we could have told them that before they even started writing it.
I love Jason Momoa, but I knew he couldn't save this movie. I love Lobo. I knew he couldn't save this movie. I'm not trying to speak too crazy. I haven't seen it yet.
He loves James Gunn.
I'm a James, but he didn't direct this one. I will say that though.
This is James Gunn.
This is his roadmap. Now I will say this though, like I did with Nolan. When you got to point out stuff, you got to point out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The roadmap, this whole DC
trash.
It's bland. It is bland.
It's like why would the second movie in your universe, when Superman, it did okay. It didn't make a lot of money. It didn't lose money. It did okay. Why would the second movie in your universe be Supergirl?
Let's jump
a B character.
Let's jump the gun. Why is this third movie a Batman villain movie?
That should have been part of Pattinson's.
Me and him talked about this when they announced Clayface was part of James Gunn's new DC reboot. We were like, dude, you just dropped the Penguin. The Penguin is a fantastic show. Now, he hasn't seen it yet, and I'm not going to go into details on it. The Penguin, I saw it last year. Love at first sight. Not a dull moment, in my opinion. HBO fired on all cylinders and gave out a classic. And the ending is awesome. You announce Clayface, and James Gunn, he's speaking about it, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. I'm like, this is part of his universe.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest,
And it's a horror movie.
I got no problem with that. Mike Flanagan has his hands on it.
No. It's a horror movie. If you've seen Supergirl or you've seen Superman, what part of that universe lends itself to being a horror movie?
Absolutely jack shit.
Now, you take Matt Reeves' The Batman, and you look how dark and gritty that universe is, how lived in Gotham is. That lends itself to being a horror movie.
The Batman leaned heavily on the movie Seven. I love the movie Seven. I remember when the Batman was getting teased, I said, dude, if this movie is like Seven, it's going to be fantastic. Mm-hmm. And it is. It's a detective story. It's literally hunting down a serial killer, and then it expands. That would have been perfect. And it could have been a great tease for, other villains too, to have a standout. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be other actors that could play other characters in the future. Mm-hmm. If you could introduce a Victor Freeze or something like that, or maybe tease a Joker or something like that. I think this movie, though, the Clayface movie, James Gunn's hand at this, all it is for, and if it's not, I will be blown away. It's an introduction for his fucking Batman. That's all it is at the end. Because they already said that they're going to see Clayface in that pasty, slimy form with the mallet and whatnot. They already confirmed that. If Batman's not in this, that would blow my mind. Because everybody's wondering.
Well, how else would they end the movie if not with Batman?
I don't know. Because everybody's asking about it.
Oh, he gets caught in the rain and goes down a drain, and then the credits roll?
Yeah, or yeah. Or as he's running amok and was with the spotlight up, and that's it. Like, and then that's how the Batman movie starts, is how Clayface technically should be ending. Because that's insane right there. That
and I like the trailer. I loved it, actually.
Yeah, the Clay.
But in the larger scope of the James Gunn DC universe, I don't understand why it's part of it. I really don't.
I truly think that it should have just been his Brave and the Bold, and if you wanted Clayface in it, I got no problem with that, because Clayface has not been on screen as a villain for any Batman movie.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, for the Batman, that would have been pretty sweet for a new villain to be introduced, because we already had a Riddler already introduced. We've had Selena Kyle a few times now.
Penguin a couple times.
Yeah, Penguin and Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, anybody didn't see the Batman. Shame on you. But yeah, damn, that's a missed opportunity for a new character to be presented on the screen, especially when they already had the world building set up for Robert Pattinson's Batman. And this is James Gunn's roadmap third movie. I like Superman a lot. Supergirl, I'm going to see it at some point.
I'm never going to see that piece of trash. I'm not going to subject myself to that, because I hate Krypto as a concept. And to see him pushed so heavily into these movies, it makes me sick.
The first trailer dropped, and I tried talking about this man on a break. His opinion hasn't changed. So he's standing on business. He's standing on a hill when it comes to Krypto as a character.
So this generic villain in the Supergirl movie, spoilers if you care about Supergirl, spoilers. This generic villain shoots Krypto with a poison dart instead of killing the dog. I would have sung this movie's praises if they had just shot that dog dead. I can't stand that stupid dog.
So did they essentially make John Wick with fucking Supergirl?
Except the dog lives.
Well, I figured that, but
like, because this guy is killing everything in sight. Oh, here's a superhero dog. Let me just poison it. And then that's what Supergirl goes on her mission to find him, to find the antidote. And like that's the crux of the movie. There's a little girl, like, oh,
I heard everybody shit on her.
Yeah, so like the little girl is on a revenge mission for the same guy, and oh, you can't kill him because it's wrong, but I'll kill him instead.
Yeah.
Like, the messaging for this movie is trash.
And Jason Momoa is there.
He's like 7 minutes.
That's what I was about to say 5, but even then that still sounds about right. I truly think Supergirl how she was just introduced at the end of the first movie. She should have just been in the second movie as a supporting character. Like how they had the little Justice Gang with Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific and Hawk Girl. That's where she should have been. And I think that'd have been no harm, no foul, in my opinion, especially when RET's Brainiac is already the main villain of the film. And you got Lex Luthor, who's going to be kind of sort of the opposite, but on the same page as Superman to take Brainiac down. I think she would have been perfect for that. But, and you know what? Sasha Calle, now she's getting love now as Supergirl because they hated her when The Flash came out.
I didn't hate her.
I didn't mind her, but now she's got even more love and praise now since this movie came out.
Like maybe we were too hard on her.
Oh, they did the Thanos, definitely. They did the Thanos on her. And when they showed, oh, that's not Supergirl. Supergirl's blonde and she's got a skirt.
Look how well that worked out.
They didn't read enough comics either because they should know that.
Not that The Flash made money, so.
Well, it's still a pretty damn good movie, though. I like The Flash.
I like The Flash. The CG was wonky as hell.
Yeah, somebody needs to, I don't want no AI, but somebody please do a Snyder cut and fix the visual effects of that movie, please. Please, because that movie is actually really good. That's just me. I don't care. I'll stand on the hill and defend it. Michael Keaton was the best thing about it, but the moral of the story I thought was really good, though. But yeah, Supergirl estimated to lose about $200 million at WB.
Well deserved.
Come on, people.
And you know what? Let's just keep the flops flying because guess what else has failed to make any sort of impact?
On PlayStation.
On any platform.
Well, it's doing okay on
Where?
PC and Microsoft.
No, it's not.
I that's what I was.
The most, okay.
Okay, go ahead. Let me let you.
Halo Campaign Evolved. The single player only remake of Halo 1. Has sold, 370,000 copies on PlayStation?
I don't even have a number. I'm going to take your word for it.
Less than 500,000, well under 500,000 sold on PlayStation. Less than that sold on PC. And I think the Xbox number was like 600, 700,000. So total, maybe 1 million. Total.
And there's a physical disc on PlayStation. The only physical Halo game on PlayStation.
And it's not on the disc. It's a disc key where you put it in. It does maybe 112 kilobytes. And you download the other 80 gigs or whatever. 90 gigs, however big it is. So it's not a physical. There's no physical version of this game. Because there's definitely not on Xbox, there's definitely not on PC, and there's certainly not on PlayStation 5. So this is another game where it's digital only, essentially. But yeah, how far Halo has fallen is astounding.
And then on top of that, 343 took a character from the lore.
Halo Studios.
Oh, it's Halo Studios now?
Yeah, 343 was apparently holding them back from making a good Halo game, so they changed the name of the studio.
So they go
nothing else.
They go take a character from lore. I think the character's name was Williams or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
some of the chick.
Yeah, if you want to say
well,
that.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
Yeah. She's a stud.
To go ahead and just straight up just belittle Master Chief at any point in time. Mm-hmm. And that character was not there in the original game. It was Sergeant Johnson being the badass, being that Apone, you know what I'm saying, from Aliens. That was literally Apone in a video game. Mm-hmm. Funny as hell, badass. You want to roll with this guy. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely a ride or die. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm curious because I really don't want to play this, but I want to see how much more screen time does she have in cutscenes compared to Sergeant Avery Johnson. That is crazy. That is crazy if she has more screen time than him.
So she's only in the new missions. They didn't add her to the main campaign.
Oh, okay.
So she's only in I think she comes in either the second or the third prequel mission. And there's only 3 of them. So she's not in it much, but the screen time she does have, it's like...
It is so over the top.
Yeah. It's if you haven't seen it, go search some cutscenes for her because it's insane. Like, oh, you're some big... Well, we earn our stripes here. We're not just a marketing campaign.
And she's like sitting on like one of the Covenant, like a pile of them.
Yeah, she's on a pile of them and just like.
Yeah, and to me, it's just
I'm not even a big Halo person because I don't like first person shooters. Even I'm just like, why why does Halo Studios, formerly 343, why do they hate Master Chief so much? Because they tried this already with Halo 5, making him the bad guy, or making him
The red herring.
red herring, or have questionable, morality or whatever. Like, why can't we just have good guy versus bad aliens? Is that so much to ask for in 2026? Can we not have anything?
And you know what's crazy? Like people, when Reach came out and ODST, you had the female characters there. Dare was the female, Veronica Dare, and we had Kat. There were some people harsh on those characters. I didn't mind them. I did not mind them at all, in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Were they harsh because they were bad characters, or were they harsh because they were shitting on Spartans the whole time?
Well, Dare really didn't shit on the Spartans. Kat was a Spartan. Kat was a Spartan. Yeah,
well, I'm talking about the ODST people. I think like the banter when you were in mission, they were like, I bet the Spartans couldn't do this.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. But really, she was just going out with Nathan Fillion. But Nathan Fillion's like everybody's favorite Canadian, so I mean that's probably the reason why they probably didn't care for her, because that was the love interest of Nathan Fillion's character. But yeah, they had gotten some minor flack, but I really didn't care. I mean, but that right there, how they introduced Williams, lore or not, how many times do you have to repeat yourself to sound like you're like, the ultimate badass? Like, to me, it just sounds so forced and cringy. Like, come on, you can do better than that. And then sitting on the pile of bodies of the Covenant, oh my god! Like,
it's it was their way of saying, oh, she's the real badass. She doesn't have all these enhancements like Master Chief. She was able to do all this by herself with just her training and just her squad. I'm just like,
no one gives a shit because everybody cares about only one thing, and that's Master Chief.
And for the people saying, oh well, she was in the novel, so it's not like they created this character. Okay, first off, they're behind the novels. Halo Studio 343, they're behind the novels. So this character was there before in the prequel novels. Here's the thing, and it's the same thing I say to people who say, oh, it was in the comic books before it was in the movie. It was in the prequel novels before it was in the game. Just because it was in a piece of media before this doesn't make it good. It sucked then, and it sucks now. It's just now we have to watch it. We can't just skip over it.
And most people, whether you read them or not, most people
didn't.
You know why? They were more want to play the multiplayer. And if it wasn't the multiplayer, it was the campaign that lore established visually for a science fiction fan. So,
and this game doesn't have any multiplayer. It has co-op with story, but the most important thing about Halo has never been the story. People like the story. People get into it.
The original trilogy, I'm all in.
Yeah, people get into the stories, but that's not why anyone's stuck with Halo for any amount of time. It's always the multiplayer. It has been since the first one on Xbox with the LAN cables. Everyone hooked up their Xboxes, had like 4 Xboxes at the same time, and just had 2 people on each console. It was fantastic.
Had the multiplayer been there, I would have waited till it had been on sale down the road, like way down the road, because the Master Chief Collection is not on PlayStation. That's like the only way to play Halo if you still play the Halo 5 Guardians, which I highly doubt. And what was the other one that came out on the Xbox Series X? Which one was it?
Infinite.
Yeah. So like that would have been cool for that Halo Master Chief Collection to have made the jump on the PlayStation. I would have been all in for that because at least you would have had some multiplayer to some degree.
Even I probably would have bought that because, like, again, I'm not a multiplayer guy or a first-person guy, but even I would have went through the campaigns if they were all on PlayStation on the disc, because that would have had all the patches.
Yep.
Because like the Xbox version,
it was a slop. Ooh. I have it still to this day. It was a slop. The servers kept crashing. The servers would keep you waiting. And I think the worst part about it was every game had its own server. So guess what? If nobody wanted to play,
you had to organize.
Oh people. Yeah. If nobody wanted to play Halo 3, you were gonna sit there. You were gonna sit there. Yeah, so Halo Campaign Evolved is just single player. You can play the co-op for the story. But yeah, it is a bona fide flop right now. And that's a shame because when this got announced before anything, I was actually excited. But this was me with, holy shit, the multiplayer. That's going to be awesome. This is the this, and imagine there would have been the cross.
And then the title came up.
Imagine like the cross play that would have happened. Imagine with PC and Xbox and PlayStation. I mean,
I'm not even sure if there's. Well, there must be crossplay. Surely there's crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation.
well, yeah. Well, other games because like Helldivers has crossplay. Yeah, so
Well, no, but I mean, not all games have it. Because like the Modern Warfare 1 and 2 that just came out on PlayStation, it's not cross-platform play.
oh you talking about the
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1 2. Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, they're not crossplay. Like they have their own servers.
Damn. Well, I haven't bought them, so I mean, somebody I do know that did. But then again, also the servers are being hacked, right? You know,
Who bought them? Tell me their name.
I'll point them out to you when we see them at the
Does
job.
his name start with a J?
Oh, definitely.
Oh my god.
You know you are.
He's not going to buy Space Marine 2, but he's going to buy that.
Ooh, shots fired. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. That wraps up on a bunch of flops. There was a lot of, yeah. There's fish bouncing around here.
So let's move away from flops for a second and go to.
Still on Sony to some degree.
It's still Sony, but it's still not good news because, well, I mean, I guess it could be good news if you're a big fan of Batista, but Batista is reportedly in talks to become Kratos in the live-action movie after the onset injury of, what was his name?
Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst. I knew Hurst. I didn't know Ryan. I was thinking Eric for some reason. But yeah, so Ryan Hurst tore his pec.
No, I think he tore his bicep.
Why is that?
He tore his bicep.
I thought it was like.
Oh yeah, he tore his bicep. It might, but I mean, who knows? For all we know, it could be extended.
Okay, so
he has an onset injury.
He tore something that's going to take a long time to heal. So I think they had finished like 6 episodes.
They finished a few episodes of the season. Yep.
Yeah, so like they finished a lot of filming, and then that happened, and they couldn't finish, and they're not exactly going to wait a year because he has to heal from it, then he has to get back in shape
and rehab.
And that kid's going. He's going to be a foot taller.
I thought I heard a rumor that they were going to recast the kid too because of this.
I heard that too.
Yeah, so if they decide to recast that kid, oh man, that's
going to suck for him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because imagine again, that image that released was not a great image. It was not. The tease, remember where he's watching Trace?
Where he's on his knees.
Yeah, that was not a great image. But if he dropped a great performance and he's getting recasted, that's gonna be a blow.
People were saying that Hurst was too small. Like he's a big guy. It's just a really bad image.
It is, and he put up a picture on his social media of him flexing with the Kratos makeup on. Mm-hmm. Dude was bulky as hell.
Oh yeah,
he had the size down packed, and I feel bad because I do like Ryan Hurst because I remember Sons of Anarchy.
He's a really good actor.
Oh yeah, Sons of Anarchy. If you have not seen that, I believe Opie was his character. Great performance. I think he's in about 5 seasons of that show.
Sounds right.
I recommend it anyone who's got Hulu because I believe Sons of Anarchy is on Hulu. And then he was in Walking Dead, and I found he was in Saving Private Ryan. That was actually pretty interesting. So he's been around for a while.
He was a bit rolled.
Yeah, but it was funny though because he was a tough guy. He was in the Odyssey recently too, and he actually had a good bit of screen time in that. Recorded, quite a few episodes, and Big Dave is in possible talks to be Kratos. And what's crazy about this, even though Dave he's cut back on his size.
He's still big.
He's still a big dude. Yeah. I mean, you know what though?
He's not as tall as Hurst was though. I think Hurst was still like 4 inches taller.
If he gets this role though, he's got a great voice for that character.
He can do the scream, the Spartan scream.
Oh yeah.
Because we saw that as him as Drax.
Yeah.
So we know he can make out a good scream.
And I think what would be great about this is seeing like the little bit of dry humor that Kratos kind of comes out, even though he's not really trying to be humorous. Mm-hmm. But I think Dave could execute that because again, you look back at Drax and whatnot, that's kind of an idea So I think if this happens, hey, Ryan Hurst, if you get recasted, we wish you all the best, man, because that's unfortunate. But yeah, if this happens, I mean, hey, I'll be looking forward to it. And for God's sakes, please present a better image if you're going to tease this next recasting. Come on, like
you could have a better image by legitimately just copying the PS4 box art or the PS5 Ragnarok box art. Just have him standing on the boat with the sun next to him.
That's it. That's all you need. So yeah, again, get better, Ryan. Unfortunate, damn shame. And
this could have been his major breakout role.
Yeah,
even though he's been in some big stuff.
Yeah. Because to me, honest to God, when I heard about possible recast before I heard Dave's name come up, I immediately thought of Momoa. But he's in everything.
Yeah, I was saying he's being overused right now.
Yeah, because he's got Blanca for Street Fighter this October.
I mean, how much of that's actually him?
He's in the fucking movie. I'm just saying.
His face is there.
Okay,
that's a whole lot of CG I saw in the trailers.
And then the crazy part is you got someone who looks like him playing Akuma. Like, what are we doing? Okay, what are we doing?
That's true.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns as Akuma. I get it. Ladies out there, I get it.
No. I'm going to say this right here, right now. Whoever was in charge of this production, could you have at least painted his fucking beard to match his hair? That was some lazy stuff to have his beard black.
Or
go ahead,
make him shave that shit off.
He has enough money to shave that off for a little while. And also, where's his caveman forehead? That's a signature look of Akuma.
He's too handsome for that.
If you're gonna play Akuma, make the character look right, or don't use him at all.
I agree. If you're gonna go the extra mile to have a CG Blanca, you're telling me that you couldn't put a little prosthetic right there?
Or you could have just glued a beard on his face to match, to cover up his black facial hair. Come on now. That's just laziness right there.
A little bit of Coleman product would have done wonders. But right now he's a ginger with a black beard. I'm just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I just hope the movie's good. That, from what I'm seeing of it, it looks going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
As long as it balances the cheesiness, because yes, it's going to be cheesy. If you look at these actors that they have, a lot of them are wrestlers, but if you look at them, they don't necessarily look like the characters, but they know that and they kind of play into it. Because like you look at Cody Rhodes as Guile, and man, that hairstyle, it looks stupid in live action.
The only person who could have rocked that, John Cena. And it's crazy, he's an action figure of Guile. That's a missed opportunity right there. John Cena with the hair, I think, would have been hilarious, but it would have been awesome at the same time. And plus, he's kind of built like the character, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe his implants weren't really getting yet when they were filming. Hey, more power to the man. If you have the money.
Yeah, why not?
I would do it if I was going bald and I had the money.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, we don't want to stray off topic. Yeah, Big Dave, if he gets it, cool. But if not him, hey, pick wisely and definitely make sure that, again, when you promote this, make sure that you have it being one of those things that you can see the character fully and so on and so forth. Because, that stock image that they dropped was trash. That shit was garbage. No disrespect to the actors. I'm just saying it was a bad image.
Okay, and this next thing you want to talk about, I have no clue.
This might wrap the episode up.
Now, we got one more thing after this. One more.
Oh, true. Okay. Actually, let's do the second. Let's do the last. This second to last thing last.
Okay.
All right. So
we've been talking about a lot of bad sales recently for these new things coming out, but something that came out recently actually sold well.
And this is really good news. And you know what, though? I'm telling you right now, they're giving us great stuff, and that's Capcom. And Capcom. Even though it was them being the sales of a previous game of theirs, but this was a game that came out in 2009, 2010?
2009.
So this was like a 16-year sale that was long-lasting, and it broke. Resident Evil 2 Remake broke the sales of Resident Evil 5, man. Hey, congrats from Unapologetically Accurate. That is a hell of a feat right there. 16 years, Resident Evil 5 was the highest selling game of that franchise, and Resident Evil 2 Remake finally took it down. And great, because Resident Evil 2 Remake, a lot of people say it might be the best, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So Resident Evil 5, depending on where you were, like for me and him, that's a topic for another day. You know, cool. I mean, but that game is...
I enjoyed 5, but it wasn't Resident Evil.
I enjoy 5 as a co-op game, and who knows, maybe that might be a live stream for you guys, and maybe I'll throw some shots down so I can go ahead and, you know, make it more spicy.
Lost in Nightmares, the first DLC pack, that was Resident Evil. If the whole game played like that, like, and you could switch it to the old camera style, oh man,
that was a lot of fun. I played Lost in Nightmares easily at least 5 times. Now the other DLC with Josh and Jill, maybe twice I played it.
I played it one time just to get the trophies.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was 360, so achievements.
Yeah, that was fine. You know, at least you got to play as Jill. Jill got some love because Jill's easily one of the best characters. Jill and Josh. It's not Jesus, Drake and Josh. But Resident Evil 2, hey, congrats. That's awesome, Capcom. And you know, Requiem kicking ass in sales too. Fantastic game.
It's on track to beat Resident Evil 4 Remake currently.
That's good.
So, I mean, I think it's 2 million sales away from beating it.
And that game was a pain in the balls for me to get my hands on. I had to like get it at our job because I was trying to get on Amazon, and holy shit, man, I had a wait time for 3 weeks or something like that. I had to cancel it.
I got it day one.
Yeah.
Best Buy.
Yeah. And here's to Veronica, you know, here's to that. Hopefully everything goes smooth with that.
The final physical Resident Evil game coming next year.
Yes, sir. And anticipate live stream of that too, because this man will probably be the one helming that. I won't be in. We're not going to say reasons why, but this man, he's day one with that stuff. And that being said, let's wrap up with our final topic that could lead into even more, maybe an episode one day. You know nothing about this?
Okay, so tell me about Eli Roth AI.
So,
what the hell is this?
Eli Roth is under some, I don't want to say under investigation, but Eli Roth is in some hot water. So he had a new film come out called The Ice Cream Man, which is a remake of a 1995 horror film that starred Clint Howard. This movie is getting crapped on everywhere, ratings wise, Rotten Tomato wise.
So it's out?
It's out now.
Oh. I thought it was just a trailer.
No.
Oh.
He said that he was going to hand draw like an animation sequence for the movie. Lo and behold, later on, I guess it was revealed that AI was involved. And I don't know how far the AI was used for it, but people are pissed because it's like, come on, dude. People are pissed. They call it AI slop, right? Where do you stand on this, as I'm telling you, that a director was going to personally hand draw something for his film only to find out that AI was involved and people are paying for something that, you know,
is a lie.
Yeah, basically. How do you feel about that?
Well, okay. So if someone wants to use AI in whatever they're making, whether it be a game or a movie or, you know, whatever, if they're upfront about what they're using the AI for, then fine. Let the people decide if they want to buy that or not, support that or not. But if he's doing what you're saying he's doing, and he's saying, I'm hand drawing this, and then it's later discovered that it's AI, no.
Or if he revealed it, and then it's like, dude, you should have been up, like you say, you should have been upfront about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So he revealed it before people said something?
I don't know the timeline of it. All I know is that he said he was going to hand draw it. And again, I don't know the scope, the magnitude. I don't even know if I'm going to even see this thing in theaters. I will see it at some point because I heard that the practical effects are fantastic. That's one of the few things people could say about the movie.
So those weren't AI?
No, not the, yeah. Thank God, because we don't need that. Oh my God. Can you imagine how bad some of that shit would look, man?
I do. I see it every day when I'm scrolling on Instagram. I'm like, well, that's AI trash. That's shit.
But there's bad enough we have horrible CG like blood and shit that just looks terrible. So we don't.
It changes from every single camera angle that you do.
Yeah. So he's under fire for that. And this movie, what kills me, it seems like it was independently made. Marketing, very limited. God damn it, how hard is it to just say, yo, I need some extra time? It's not like Disney, how they have their roadmap and James Gunn has his roadmap with his DC movies and your strict time frame, it needs to get done and it needs to be ready because we can't afford it. We have things to move on to after this. It's an independent horror film. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, just delay it.
A 6-pack and a carton of Marlboros is all you're working with budget wise. So why not just draw some more until it's ready?
Take your time. I mean, I don't know shit about hand drawing, but you're not going to see me go ahead and say, "Oh, I'm going to hand draw something." If I know that if it's something that you've never done before, you might want to have some resources at hand to make sure that this process goes smoothly. And I don't want to disrespect the guy too much. I like some of his work, and some of his work I'm not a fan of. But, come on, man. You've been in the game long enough to know what you should have been doing, as far as I'm concerned.
Even if he didn't use AI and he instead hired an artist to animate the rest, I wouldn't have been okay with that either, because he said he was going to.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if he had come out and said, look, there's a little more than I could chew, I hired someone. Or it was a little more than I can chew, I am using AI. If he came out with that before anything was discovered, and again, we don't know for sure. We don't know the timeline for sure. Maybe he did come out before it was discovered. But obviously he didn't come out early enough with it.
And we're going to probably have an episode tackling on this, because there's kind of sort of like a tug of war going on who is all in on AI. And one of them is a director that has had some films cross $1 billion to even $2 billion. That's all in. And there's some that are creative madman geniuses that they got something re-releasing in October in 3D, a classic. And he says, no, there was no AI used to make this film set in 3D. Yeah, we're going to have some discussion on that. I'm all about this. If you're going to use AI, don't let people put money towards it. That's where I'm at. If you want to use it for fun, recreational uses, the little fake Studio Ghibli filter or whatever, if you want to do that, I don't care. There's some people that they're against that and they complain all the time about it. Let people have fun. Yeah, you're going to see their face on a Terminator at some point, but you know what, though?
I like the fact that made Miyazaki a little peeved. He was like, oh, no, they're stealing my art. And I'm just like,
oh, this man doesn't like,
overrated hack.
I like his content, but, again, this is what makes...
His content is extremely slow and boring.
But, yeah, if you're going to use it for recreational fun, I don't care. But if you got to pay money, and isn't there some AI apps that you actually have to open up dollars for?
For the more advanced things, you have to pay for.
Yeah, no, you're crazy. No. I think that's ridiculous. And what the hell is this going to do? Because you got students failing in school because they're using this shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, are you insane?
It's a whole new world.
It is.
It's a whole new shitty world.
I'm just saying, I mean, again, recreational use, again, you want to make something pop, if you edited an image and there's a little fuck up there and you want to get rid of it, cool, get rid of that. But, in my opinion, though, movie tickets, I feel like because certain films and quite a few of them are just failing, in my opinion, this right here, you got to tread lightly. There's films that have released stuff with AI in it. The Brutalist, a movie I actually appreciate a lot. Late Night with the Devil got flack for, I think, 4 pieces of AI images that was used for like the We'll Be Right Back. That film got flack for it. And because it was a budget thing. But I feel like ever since that film was announced, like, yo, we ran out of budget. That's what I'm also feeling like everybody else is going to use. We didn't have enough of a budget. We didn't have enough of a resource. It's going to become a cop-out soon, in my opinion, that excuse.
Yeah.
And the Brutalist, I heard two things that was AI. They tweaked the dialogue that was said to sound more Hungarian for the accents. What?
So the whole movie.
What? And I heard for visual effects for like background scenes, like for certain buildings and stuff like that. Yeah. And again, same thing, budget. And that film won Oscar Gold. So I don't want to dive too hard because I think, like I said, when we go into it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I already teased like what definitely is going to be out and about on certain things because there's a production company all in on AI. There's a director all in on AI. And then you got one director that I know of that's definitely against AI. And then we have to think about the video game companies also that they're using it as a tool. And even if they didn't use it in the end, they used it as a temporary placement. One game in particular that you absolutely adored and I have not played and I don't want to play. One game of the year last year.
What game is that?
I'm not saying it.
Go ahead, say its name.
I don't want to say it.
Expedition 33 is the game he's referring to. Good game.
Overglazed.
They used AI for like certain things in the environment, and I think a couple of like pictures on the walls of some of the.
I heard it was temporary, and then they fixed it. That's what I had heard.
Yeah,
but it's being used quite often. So, yeah, Eli Roth, dude, you seem like you've been independent away from studios, man. Know when you bitten off more than you could chew because this right here, yeah, people are gonna be pissy about this. So, I wish you all the best and everything in this topic. Really, but PlayStation. Yeah, wish you the best. Because boy, oh boy, this was a hell of an episode.
A lot of negativity, but I mean, hey, look, at least Capcom is killing it.
Yes,
Capcom. My sweet, sweet child, Capcom. You know, when I was growing up, I wanted to work at Capcom so bad. Then I found out how much they pay their developers, and I'm just like, you gotta pay those guys more because they are producing absolute gems.
And you still got something else to look forward to real soon.
Onimusha is gonna be, and they pushed it forward, so it's coming out weeks ahead of when they first dropped the release date. So early September, I'm there, man. I'm looking forward to this way more than Wolverine, way more than, honestly, even though I think Resident Evil is my favorite franchise of all time, like as far as video games are related. I think I'm looking forward to Onimusha more because it's been since like 2006.
It's been in a limbo like for a long time, and the demo was pretty damn good. So
short.
I like the combat to it. I had a good time with seeing what the executions and whatnot. So Onimusha is definitely going to be down the road for me. I don't want to.
Day one again.
Because again, Pragmata, I still got to get my hands on.
Oh, dude, Pragmata was so good.
And then again, I know Wolverine you're not too excited about, but I'm still looking forward to Wolverine.
I'm going to get it.
Even though there's certain things I'm not creatively happy about.
I'm going to buy it used on probably Mercari because I don't want my money going directly to Sony.
Yeah. But that's the Smorgasbord from Unapologetically Accurate. We hope you enjoy. And if you stay tuned and you were here all the way to the end, go ahead and leave us a comment in the comment section for that word, I would say, to sum up, flop. Leave that in the comment section. Know that, let us know that you stay tuned with us the entire way. And again, W is our sponsor. W.GG is where you go to find all their products. W Energy, our promo code or coupon code at checkout is UAPC. Again, for a 10% discount at checkout. Our coupon code is UAPC. And with that being said, Unapologetically Accurate, I'm the host, Luke.
And I'm his co-host, Jerry Lee.
We thank you guys for tuning in. And hey, to everyone who's supporting us, subscribe, like, turn on that bell notification. We'll have little things coming out soon. We appreciate any and every support. And again, any support from our sponsor with that coupon code helps us, gives us some support. And for W also, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.